Yo, what is good? It's your boy, right? Quick video. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you to everyone who hit me up, said was good. We out here. We out here. Quick topic. Again, hopefully you enjoyed your holiday break. Hopefully you got some time off. Spend it with your family, realizing what's important. People, humans. And that's what I really want to address real quick in this video. People, humans, family. One of the largest stressors in our lives as humans are the people we love. How to deal with that? How do you deal with the people you love who don't approve of your decisions? Provided, they're sound decisions. They're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself. It's decisions, to join the military, more specifically. How do you deal with your family not approving of you joining the Air Force? They think you're going to go to the front lines of a World War II or III scenario, holding a musket, bombs going off next to you, legs being detached. And yes, that is real world analogies in certain contexts. Nothing you'll experience, hopefully, anytime soon or at all. We pray against that type of foolishness. We don't have time. We don't have time. But realize that, the purpose of the military is to defend the Constitution and to, help others who can't defend themselves. Hopefully that's what we're accomplishing. But anyway, a lot of times, as civilians, and I was a civilian at one point, we have, these misconceptions of the military that when they say you're about to deploy, like I am currently, we're gonna hand you a musket and a gun and a grenade and a flak vest and a helmet, and we're gonna send you out there on the front lines, and you're gonna get in a trench and you're gonna shoot at the bad guys and hopefully survive. Well, that's not the case. Not in every case. In hardly any cases. I mean, trench warfare is not really a thing in 2018. Depending on what branch you're in, you could see hand in hand. Who knows? Who knows? But here's the thing that I really want to point out, because there are tons of variables. Can't control all of them. Can't, address all of them. I'm Air Force, so I don't know what the Marines are doing. I don't know what the Army's doing. I see the Army around here. None of them are carrying guns. A lot of them, head to the gym in a couple minutes to hoop, like I am. And so I want to address a couple things that we do have control over. And, the main thing, the one thing that drives me every single day, the one thing that I fear more than failure is regret. And it's the one thing your family cannot, address with you. They can't experience that with you. Regret comes to your doorstep after you make a decision or you don't make a decision. Either or, you will experience regret upon indecision being your decision. If you don't make a decision, you will experience regret. In a lot of cases, some cases, you make the wrong decision, you'll experience regret. You make the right decision, sometimes, as I'm watching, Game of Thrones, there will be some contexts, some experiences that you have that you will experience regret after making the right decision. It's life. But I really want to point out regret from indecision. Or regret from not choosing what your heart is telling you should be choosing. By not going after something you want to do. It's your ambition, it's your goals, and your family may disagree. They may not support you in your decision. They may think they want you to, pick a different path. They want you to go to college or trade school or go drive trucks or, whatever. Realize that if you do not go after what you want to do, realize that regret is waiting for you. Now, I'm not saying that your parents don't, want what's best for you. I'm not saying they don't have certain experiences. I'm not saying that they haven't lived longer than you. Age has nothing to do with wisdom. There's no correlation between being old and wise. There are some dumb old people, and there are, some very wise young people. So realize that wisdom has to be sought after no matter what your age is. There's some people that are going through life bumping their head every 2 minutes, and they have no clue. They're lost. They're fools. They're learning by pain. They're learning by experience, which is very inefficient. There's nothing more valuable than experience, because now you have concentrated knowledge on everything. Someone who has a DUI, they know exactly what each step of the process is like to get a DUI. I don't want that knowledge. I don't want that experience. That does not benefit me to know everything about a DUI. I don't care to know. I ask a question, bruh. Why you take that L? Bruh? For what? For why? So realize this. Realize this. That there will come a time in the life of a grown man and woman where you disagree with your parents. If it hasn't happened yet, it's coming. Just wait on it. And when that day comes, when that day comes, be grown. Be all the way grown. Be all the way grown, because we tend to disagree on the small things. You know, that dress is too short. Those jeans is too tight. Do you really need to go out with him? You need to go with her? You need to go to the club? Do you need to be drinking that? Do you need to be smoking that? Be careful doing that. Don't watch that. Don't listen to that music. That's vulgar. That's too much. Don't do all that. Don't eat that. It's not good for you. You disagree on all the small things. When it comes to life paths, when it comes to following your passion versus, what your parents think you should do, or what society thinks you should do, or following the American dream, going to college, getting a corporate degree and all that, following getting an MBA, versus you may want to be an artist, you may want to be a rapper, you may want to be a creative, a YouTuber, who knows. But realize that you need to make that decision for yourself, because if you don't, you have to live with the regret of that decision or the indecision. And that's what life comes down to, is decisions. Every chapter that is created in your life, either via mistakes or pain, or decisions or indecisions, or right decisions, wrong decisions, it's based on you. You are the common denominator in all those situations and all those different variables. It's up to you to do your research, to look inward, be self-aware, and say, this is what I want to do with my life. I've been given one life. I'm going to spend 4 years, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 20 years doing something I don't want to do. I'm at a crossroads currently. So a lot of you guys know I'm currently deployed. And the average person, NCO and above, would say to a senior airman like myself, you should be in college. You should be in school. You should be, pursuing, higher education. And here's my truth. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to bring home books. I don't want to write essays. I don't want to read books that don't interest me. I don't want to study something that may or may not correlate directly to the world I live in. I don't want to learn something that I won't use, or I don't want to use, or I don't want to know about. I like learning. I love learning. I have a passion for knowing things. But only certain subjects interest me. I don't want to go to school for basket weaving, or for business management, or for health, management. I don't want to be a nurse. I don't want to go to school. And if I call my mom or my dad right now and say, what do you think about this? Should I be in school right now? If I call my NCO right now and say, what do you think about me starting some classes for the new year? They'll most likely all say, yeah, that's a great idea. That'd be good for your EPR. That'd be great for, your overall development and all that. And I'm not above learning. I'm not above school. I'm not above college itself. There's nothing wrong with those things. I don't want to do it with my time. I don't. I would rather YouTube. I would rather create videos and content. I would rather study on my own and get on YouTube and podcasts and read books. I would rather study the way I want to. It's a decision. It's a decision. And I have to live with the pros and cons of those decisions that I make on a daily basis to, either pursue school or pursue YouTube or pursue, whatever I want to pursue. It's my decision. It's a grown adult decision. Realize that you have to make one of those daily, hourly. You have to take control, take the reins of your life, and be responsible for those decisions you make. It's up to you. You have the power. You have the power. If your parents don't like it, move out. Move away. Move across town. Get your own place. Pay your own rent. If your parents are supporting you, you may not have a say in the matter. You may have to go to the college that they choose. You may have to go to state college or community college if they're paying for it. If they are financing your future, you may not have a say in what you do. But if you want to say, if you want to be in control of your decisions that you make, if you want to join the Air Force, if you want to serve, if you want to travel the country, if you want to travel the world, if you want to, pursue different career fields or AFSCs or whatnot, make a decision. And realize sometimes you might have to go alone. You might have to go without the blessing of your parents. Read any story of any entrepreneur that pursued, the non-typical, route in life. They decided to create their own path. They decided to start a business, a company. Most likely you will find where they did not have approval of a given entity, a guardian, a parent, grandfather. They wanted them to go to college. They wanted them, to follow in their own footsteps. They wanted them to join the military. But they said, no, I'm going to go this way. I want to be an actor. I love to sing. I want to be an artist. I want to be a rapper. Realize it's okay to go against your parents. It's okay to make your own decision based off what you want. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to create your own path. You are not required to follow, the same footsteps as, your ancestors, your parents, your uncles. Make your own decision. Make your own decision. It's your life. You get one at bat. You get one chance at life. Will you be happy in this life? Happiness is one of those things that it's overly abused, in my opinion, by, it's just overly used. I want to be happy. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be happy. Happiness it's so temporary. You're in search of pleasure for the now. Well, what about 20 years from now? Will this one decision that makes me happy now last 20 years? Will I be happy with this one decision 20 years from now? Will it stand the test of time? Will I still be happy after making the decision when I'm old and rusty and dusty? Make a decision. Go alone. Choose something. Go with what you're passionate about. Go with what your heart is telling you to do. If you think you can make it as an artist, go. Be an artist. It may be hard. It probably will be hard. It will be hard. It will be hard. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. You may not have support. You may not have all the finances you would like to have. Your bank account may be dry. Your phone may be dry. You may have to get a roommate or 2 or 3. You might have to live in somebody's basement, live on somebody's couch. But pursue what you want. Pursue what you're passionate about. Pursue what makes you happy, in the long term. Something that you know about yourself. Yeah, this is something I learned about myself. I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about YouTube. I'm passionate about traveling. I want to see the world. I want to document. I want to start a blog or a vlog. This is the perfect time, especially with the new year coming up. We all love clean slates. We all love to start anew, to start fresh. Well, this is a great time to figure out what you want to pursue and throw all of your weight, throw all your humanity in that direction. Go after it with everything within you. Invest in yourself. Invest in what you want. It's okay. It's not selfish. And if it is, to hell with it. Go with it. If somebody doesn't like it, go alone. Stop waiting for people's approval. Stop waiting for someone to authorize you to go after your passion. For what? For what? I digress. Hope you all had a good day. Hope you had a great holiday. I definitely did. It wasn't, full of cheer. It wasn't all, typical Christmas movie-ish. Blackstreet came through, dropped hella fills on the bass. I had to hop on Spotify and find some music that, it was just a great overall day. I would not complain. I choose not to complain. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Say it was good to your boy, and make moves, make decisions, and live life passionately. Say what's good to your boy.